Welcome to Wealth Coffee Chats, folks, for your daily live updates. Get the most out of today's episode by participating in the chat. Make sure you ask some questions, be part of the conversation, have a bit of fun, grab a coffee or a tea, take some notes, and get ready to start your day, folks. Quick few housekeeping rules, though. No spamming, no advertising or self-promotion in the chat. That's not on. Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating. And most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
Why did the mortgage lender go out of business? Due to the lack of interest. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Wealth Coffee Chat, the Finance Friday edition. Morning, Courtney. Glad you enjoyed that. Today, we are going to have a conversation about how many people actually takes for you to be able to borrow and be able to achieve wealth and your financial goals. Morning, Justin. Morning, Bob. Now, does anybody out there know how many professionals does it take to set up and borrow under a self-managed super fund? This is actually not a joke. In order to be able to set up a super fund and be able to borrow and complete the purchase of a super fund. Thanks, Courtney. Let me just double check something. So,
Courtney, can you let me know if that's better? So how many professionals does it take to set up and borrow under a self-managed super fund? You need an accountant and a financial planner and a broker, as well as a solicitor. So your accountants, in the past, your accountants have been able to actually set up your super fund, but the rules have changed so that your financial planner has to actually sign it off. Your solicitor does the legal documents, and your accountants are the person who has to audit your super fund. And they actually have to sign off to say that the super fund is part of your, financial goals. So you can imagine now, just to do the super fund, all 4 people have to know exactly what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it's going to achieve the greater goal. Now, last weekend, I had the opportunity to attend one of positive events, which was the exit plan. Now, what we do in the exit plan is we have a family office. And the family office is a group of specialists, the 4 that I mentioned, and we sit down and we get scenarios that clients are going through, and we work through them and we workshop them, with each specialist providing the aspect of their view on what the solution may be from their perspective. What that enables us to do is enables us to keep having conversations where we get to a point of having several different options for the client. And that helps the clients be able to map out what is the next step for them to be able to achieve their long-term wealth goals. Now, the wealthy use this in their world. They get together all their professionals, get them all in one room, and they all talk about how they're going to make that family more wealthy and achieve their goals. Now, usually this takes a considerable amount of money to get that many experts in the room. But it's not to say that you can't start with the professionals that you have. And if the professionals that you have aren't where they need to be, or don't have the skill sets or the knowledge to actually help you achieve your goals, then you need to go find the professionals that will. Now, over the weekend, I've had a few of my clients there, and Dan, who's my accountant, but also the accountants for a few of my clients, he was there as well. And this gave us the opportunity for all 3 of us to actually sit down and go through the lending part of it and how that impacts the tax part of it, because a lot of my clients are self-employed. And so we were able to have conversations in terms of what documentations, what can you provide, and just being in the same proximity gave us the ability to find the solution or the strategy that we're going to use going forward over the next 12 to 24 months. Morning, Caroline. And that is an absolute game changer, because it makes it so easy for me to be able to then ask the accountants for documentation. Now, in the past, I've had experience with different accountants where they would never give me the documents that I need, which meant that I couldn't help the clients. So I found that, creating a family office where you can get your professionals, organize a Zoom, get them all on one Zoom call, and have them run through what they need to do in order for you to achieve your goal. And how does that fit in with every other expert that you have on your team? Now, the lending game itself isn't an individual sport. But the game of wealth creation and financial freedom is very much not a individual sport. You need to have a team, and it's not just 1 or 2 experts. You need to have the full team. And you need to be very clear in terms of what your overall goal is, so that everybody else on your team knows exactly where they're heading and the role that they play in helping you achieve that goal. Because once everybody understands what the overall goal is, everybody can then get on the same page in terms of what the next step is to achieve that goal. Because in my space, we have scenarios where my clients will need to borrow as much as they can over the next 3 years, 3 to 5 years, to acquire assets. And borrowing means that you need to maximize your income. We need to declare as much as possible so that the banks will lend you the money. But once the acquisition stage of their journey has stopped or is paused, then the accountants can start having more conversations around minimizing tax when there isn't a need for the lending aspect of it. And so that means then the accountants understand that we're going to go through ebbs and flows and there's going to be different requirements. And on top of that, a lot of things that we don't speak about is once we acquire asset and wealth, how do we protect it? What insurances do you have in place? And there were a few questions over the weekend about that and the importance of having something like that in place to make sure that you not only acquire, but you are able to be in a position to keep your wealth as well. So just a short one from me this morning, but I wanted to share that because I actually found it powerful, not just for my clients, but for myself as one of the specialists to sit down and talk to everybody and see it from their perspective so that I know my role and how I can actually contribute to my clients. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the weekend. I hear it's going to be extremely hot in Sydney, so stay cool. And I will catch up with you all next week. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.